Live. Hello guys, welcome to the XYT. I'm on a Prince John Manolan, the Batman, Rohit, and Manoj. Say hi guys.
Hi,
Hey guys.
hello,
He
And
tried
hello.
he tried to make fun of you, but like he's
yeah,
nowhere
I'm
near my
seeing.
level.
I'm
He's
seeing. I
nowhere
see
near my
everything,
level.
dude. I see everything.
He's nowhere near my level.
When the stream is playing or like after the live, that part won't be there. He'll edit it out.
But we came live without the live was supposed to happen yesterday, but I got free and I
Tomorrow,
thought
right?
let's just do it. Sorry,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
It's the
Time
plan.
travel.
Sorry.
Time
Time
travel.
travel.
I'm telling you, he stole the Speed Force from the Flash.
The
That's
Gary
why.
man.
That's why the movie. That's why the movie ain't releasing now.
Yeah.
All right, so we were not supposed to do it today, so I'm sure some people will join us late. But let's get into our discussion because something happened in the DC world. The power is shifting.
Hierarchy
Yes,
is changing.
hierarchy is changing. Literally.
Literally.
But let's start with something I think a very initial it's a part of our channel and a lot of how we know each other, like a lot of friendship, like our friendship began with that. For me, with Nolan, with Manoj, it was the linking of it, and that is the Flash TV show. I don't know, Rohit, if you are up to it, or I'm sure you're
I
not.
have seen only till Savitar.
That's enough.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
that's good enough.
that's where up till where the show was good.
After that, only people who have nothing else to do in their lives followed.
Yes.
But
If Nona stole the Speed Force from the Flash movie will literally be like a guy walking at normal pace.
No, a guy walking and choking people at different places.
Oh shit!
I have no idea what's happening. But coming back to the topic, hey Parth, season 9 has 13 episodes, so I hope they utilize the budget. We'll come to that. But before I will talk about
They'll decrease the budget accordingly.
you guys have too much budget, you're not giving it.
You know about that comment? I think the showrunner, one of the executives behind the Flash TV show, like he's like, I'm hoping Iris gets pregnant in season 9. I was like,
Okay. I thought he was going to say that
Priorities.
it's going to be
I hope
unreasonable.
Iris dies.
dude, finally someone else with me.
Okay, I'm just want to confirm if everything is alright on the stream. Eric Wallace said it was a pleasure to do this show. Not from our side. Not our pleasure.
No, but like Bale again, so you know what's going to happen, right? All of us audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, he's
All
again
good.
going to put before the show comes out. He'll again put an interview where he'll be like, the finale is amazing. It's an absolutely epic conclusion.
Oh man.
Say all this.
But okay. Let's
You know
come.
what? Like the way they hype up everything, no, they should be like, he should just come out and like, it was fine. The show's okay. Then people will actually like they'll go with low expectations and like then they'll get their
Yeah.
expectations.
See,
It
Eric
happened so
Wallace
many
is
times that
like-
we were reacting to an episode and people were like, dude, it's an amazing episode, and by the end we're like, what the hell? What was that?
No, I feel like Eric Wallace is like, whenever he does his interviews, it's like, I'm saying this being a fan of what I'm going to say. It's like an RCB auction, like after that. It's like, we got all this, now we win. But nothing happens. So it's, that is what Eric Wallace is.
Okay. Raul that says, at least I'm happy Flash is not cancelled abruptly like other shows. It will at least now end on a good note. Parth says, when I found this news, I was like just in time. Okay. I just want to start with
Rahul Desai joined the stream. What?
no. But he actually has seen.
Huh?
You said Rahul Desai or Rahul Puri?
Rahul Desai. I heard Rahul Desai. I was
I
like, what?
I'm talking about Rahul Puri. I actually discussed Flash with him in the elevator.
Oh,
I don't
Rahul sir
know.
is here?
I don't know
Here
who
is
either of them are.
Yeah.
Rahul
Okay.
sir is on
Okay.
the
We'll talk off
Yeah,
stream.
how can you not
we'll
know Rahul
talk
sir?
off stream. Okay, let's shush. Everyone shush. I'm going to come to the point where let's talk about the show. And it was for me personally. I know Nolan. We would have known it otherwise also, but we were in the same class. But that's how we got talking. talking about Arrow, talking about Flash, talking about superheroes. Manoj, similarly, like we have never met in real life, but
This is the only
like
link.
I have met Rohit also in real life, but I haven't met Manoj in real life. But we got to know each other through
Yeah,
Flash and
Flash is
Arrow.
the link. That
Yeah.
is the link.
How did you come to know Manoj then? How did you like meet him and all?
So we were both editing reactions for someone, a YouTuber,
Oh,
and his name was Manoj Matthew. So I was assuming maybe he's a NRI kind of person. Manoj, maybe he's one and some ancestor is Indian. So I like, hey buddy, hey. We just talked, and even the way he chatted, it felt like I'm talking to someone from outside India, and he was out, living
Yeah,
abroad for some time.
technically, yeah.
So I think that's where it comes from. Then we started talking, and then I learned he's Malayali also, and I was covering Malayalam cinema, and then we got talking more and more, and then we
Then
met.
he didn't let me go after that. It was like,
like every day I'm like, Manoj, you free? Manoj, you free?
Finally, I have target audience for my videos on my channel.
Part says reverse Flash must be happy. Okay. Wait, we'll come to all that. Yeah, so basically my point was that Flash has been such an integral part of the channel of my life, and that was a show that I began, like I got into the world of watching series and binging them. I'll say it out loud. That was the first show I torrented and downloaded myself. And then
You didn't
after
get it from
seeing
a friend?
no, and I'll be on. I'll be tell you. We used to. We had what time our classes used to start, Nolan? Xavier's
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
So in the
because
morning, I had
accuracy
to
of
leave.
timing is
I had
very
to
important
leave
these
by 7. So I used to put every Thursday or Saturday, Wednesday. On my phone, I had uTorrent. I used to put the episode on download because it used to take me 6 to 8 hours to download an episode.
Yeah, that
The
was
net speed was so low. So
before
I had to
fiber.
put it on, put my phone on charger and leave it. And by the time I come home, it was done. And sometimes I forgot to do it, or something happened, net was not working, and it was stopped. So I had to then
And
wait for 6 hours to download it.
And this guy used to watch in 480p. So
Yeah,
imagine
because it was
me
only
who
200
who
MB.
used to down. So imagine me who used to download in 1080p. Shows would come out on
just to make it clear, all of this is stories of Nona's friends that he's talking in first person. Just to be
Dude, the show is ending. I don't really care now.
Nolan, you have also studied in whistling.
No.
This is
11,
Xavier.
12th.
That's
Oh,
another story to
11.
that.
Yeah. So that was the origin of how I got into Flash, and I really loved Flash. Then from Flash, I got into other DC shows, and my love for superheroes began. And then I ventured into Marvel and everything. Flash was that for me. So forever, I know the show became horrible by the end. Not even, saying, I cannot even tell anyone to watch the show. Like, it's so bad. But I watched it just because of that love. And when I heard personally, I would say when I heard this news, I felt sad. And there are multiple reasons for that. But before that, I have to ask you all.
I mean, the main reason is we won't get views for the channel, right? Like,
that's what. But what are your thoughts when you heard the news, and what are your thoughts about
views? What views?
WandaVision reference if no one got it. Raul says it's Flash and Arrow was also ending. It's a sad feeling. I really felt nostalgic about thinking about these crossover episodes. Yeah. What about you guys? When you heard this
Yeah,
news?
actually for me also, like I didn't know Arrow was a DC show until Flash came out. Like Flash was my first superhero TV show. Like before that I was only watching sitcoms like How I Met Your Mother and Friends and all that stuff. Like Flash was my like first 45-minute TV show. So like after that I started watching big TV shows.
for me, it was actually Arrow. I was watching Arrow, and I still remember that excitement I felt when they announced that Barry Allen is going to pop up in Arrow for as a guest star in one episode,
Yeah.
and then so the initial plan was he would pop up for 2 episodes, in the start, and one episode he will be coming in the finale also, and that will be like a backdoor pilot, like that will set up the pilot for the Flash. So that was the initial plan. So I was like, man, that's exciting. Like, and then the first pictures came out of like Grant Gustin in the set and everything, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. This looks. Oh, wait, did you guys lose me? Can you guys still?
Your video is
You're
stuck.
breaking off a bit, but yeah. it's
I
okay.
got this thing saying that you lost your network connection. But,
Yeah.
No,
We can hear you.
Okay, now it's gone.
Someone talk.
Uh,
Hello?
so like he was saying about Arrow, right? I didn't even know Arrow was a DC show. Like I remember by
Same,
mistake
same.
I once put it was one episode was airing on AXN or something, and I just accidentally put it on, and I'm like, who's this hooded guy chasing these people with a bow and arrow and all? Like I'm like, this looks like Green Arrow, but Green Arrow doesn't wear a hood, and it's like too dark.
Yeah.
Then I just changed the channel. I'm like, where is Animax?
I remember I saw like a trailer for a next episode. I'm like, okay, some Arrow thing. But then in Flash, when I started watching Flash, and Arrow showed up, and then I went back and saw Arrow.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's how I got there. But is Manoj back? Rohit, what about
No.
you?
For me, Flash was the first DC TV show I watched. Um, and I left it when before the dysfunctional relationship would start between me and the Flash. I got out in the happy years, you know.
Yeah.
So
I
envy of
I
you.
so like for example, I remember being very hyped when they were teasing Rebirth in season 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Season
something like that.
They
Yeah.
were teasing Rebirth. I watched the first episode where Barry goes crazy and he's writing on the walls and
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very interesting, and then I suddenly lost interest, you know. And I haven't watched Arrow. I actually haven't. So for me, I had heard the show had gotten bad, and hearing that was more painful. And when I heard about the cancellation, I was like, okay, maybe good riddance, you
Not
know.
cancellation.
Cancellation मतलब season
It's
9 के
wrap
बाद
up.
तो नहीं
Yeah.
कर रहे ना.
It's
Season
like
9, right?
ending.
Like I
We
said, like
all,
the when they
yeah,
tried
yeah,
to start changing the concept, right, they failed so badly. Like they before everyone was like every season the villain is a speedster, so everyone was upset with that, right? So then they
yeah.
tried to change that, and then that's where everything went wrong.
Hmm.
I remember those days when the Comic Con Flash trailers used to come out, Arrow Flash trailers. They used to have
Yeah.
their own
Oh my
panels.
God.
And that
Yeah.
hype, I don't remember that hype coming back. For any any
Hmm.
DC thing. You know?
Yeah.
Past says Flash is the only DC show I've watched. I hope the Grant Gustin joins Marvel. Grant Gustin, man, like I really feel for that guy. Like he's such a good actor. He's my Flash. He will forever be my
Hmm.
Flash. Whenever I say Flash, his Flash will come in my mind. And
Hmm.
I think the sadness also comes from in that I know the first season was so amazing. Like they had the potential to be great, and then they just disappointed everyone. Like even the cast members, even the actors. Forget the fans. Even the people making the show, even they disappointed them. It was a disservice to them. They were doing it for so long, and me knowing somewhere inside me, I know nothing they can do in this 13 episode that can make it great again, because it doesn't matter
Dude,
anymore.
it's broken. No, they can't do
Yeah.
anything now. Like they broke it with the forces and all. They broke the universe. Like they can't do anything anymore.
Like it's
Like they
such a
can't
mess that
bring it back.
there's no U-turn. There's no. It's like you have to erase all
Like
3-4
even
seasons and directly start
yeah,
fresh.
even if they write good episodes and good story now, like it's still going to have to be connected to what happened before. So like
Yeah.
they can't fix it now.
And the thing is, they'll connect it, and that'll be the horrible part.
Yeah.
Because he's
see what
saying in the interviews that now the next season 9 he gave a tease that the forces are looking for a avatar, and they have to fight. Like that whole plot is ridiculous, and that's what they're continuing with. So I'm already like,
I
okay,
heard I heard Godspeed was terrible.
dude,
Oh
he
my
was
God.
there literally like
Dude, it wasn't Flash, it was Star Wars.
they literally like suddenly out of nowhere Godspeed does this, and suddenly he has a white lightsaber kind of thing in his hand,
And then
and
then
out of
Reverse Flash
nowhere
and Flash.
Flash brings Reverse Flash to help him out of nowhere, no explanation. And they also suddenly go do this, and they also have a red and yellow lightning what do you call them, lightsabers in their hand, and they all are fighting with
Lightsabers.
it, not running, not doing any speedster stuff. They are fighting with the lightning rods. It was
Dude,
horrible.
so much so
And
like
he also spoke in Punjabi, by the way, but okay.
Yeah. I have seen the clips. You have shown me the clips. Like, what has the show become?
dude, even the fight scenes they ruined it. Like I don't know, they should have like just kept it like close up running. They tried to do like a full running all to show all the god speeds running, and like it basically like some weird janky CGI animation, like
Only hands are
exactly
moving.
the same.
They are
Yeah,
standing and only
cycle.
hands are moving.
No. They had full characters, right? But like the way leg they did the legs was so weird because like it's exactly the same. It's like they just put the animation in a loop and move the background.
You know,
Oh God.
the thing was that they had budget issues in the season one also, but it's the way they went around it and still made a
Yeah, this
sci-fi fun
season,
show.
dude, season one
Hmm.
they did green screen and less CGI for the fight
Hmm.
scenes. That's
Like
what
whenever
was
they
good.
did full CG, it looked good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looked really good. It
but
looked like, oh
but
yes, something
even
big
when they
happens, then only.
even when
You
yeah,
know?
but even that was like maximum 5 seconds. Like, but here they were drawing out. See, so even there were the perfect imperfections, like where you can make out like he's CG and
Yeah.
he's not actually Grant Gustin. It's just for a second, so like it didn't matter. Like you were like, ah, okay, it's a TV show, it makes sense. But later on, like the Godspeed fight, like where all the flashes come and they fight all the Godspeed clones, the entire thing was CGI, man. It was so bad.
You know, I was,
Season.
yeah.
I remember season one to season three being a very good character drama. I
Yeah.
don't remember the action sequences,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
when it actually did break for those couple of episodes, like they go and like they're dealing with Gorilla Grodd, or
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
characters, it actually elevated the thing. You didn't care about the CGI, but the storytelling suddenly became a little different, So
Yeah.
you really liked that, and season one was so much about mind games, It was about the reverse flash pulling tricks,
You know, there
about
was this emotional weight attached. And the
true.
moment they got rid of that, right? It, like, there's nothing you can do with the character which doesn't have emotional weight. They become, like a paper. There's no depth to them. And then you force depth which is not there, you know? Unnecessary, you're trying different characters to, bring it. And like a character which came out in season 5 is giving speech to Barry about life and about sacrifice. I'm like, how? Why? Like, what? How does this matter? At least write it in a way it makes sense, but no. Because we have done in the past that Joe gives something to Barry and gives him a pep talk. That's a thing. So we
Hmm.
can do with it any character. What does it matter? It doesn't work like that. You have to build it up. Just
They didn't
like,
develop the characters. Like these characters didn't have screen time. Like Cecile, she wasn't a member of the main
Hmm.
cast until season 7. And season 7 only she's giving everyone in-depth talks.
Hmm.
she's a DA. Let her do her
Dude,
work. Why she's
she was
involved in
a
superhero stuff
side
and
character.
fighting, like on like going out and fighting in the battlefield. And they
Uh,
just keep increasing her power. She's now stronger than Flash. And the show
what?
should call be Cecile and sometimes Flash. Like literally, that's the issue with the show right now. She can do anything. She can read minds. She can control people. She feels anything. There's a literal dialogue that, oh, I'll not read someone's mind. I need consent. Next episode, she'll be reading anyone's mind. And they're like, oh, you are feeling sad. Tell me what happened. Like, how can you like make a dialogue of that, consent, and then next episode forget about it?
Even Cisco left the show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to leave the show in season 4. Because he felt there was nothing new to him. Then they made him stay and gave him more money, and then he just stayed back. And then again, like, I just want to leave. What a timing, dude! We were talking about Cecile.
Oh, should I leave? Should I leave then? No, I can sense your rage. I can sense your anger.
Oh my god.
Oh God.
I'll just quickly take the chat. Another week, another screw up by DC. Now we should be surprised only when DC gets something right. I watched Arrow was not in chronological order. But first, I completed the Flash, then watched the Arrow and others. And I also used Torrent for the first time only because of Flash. This show
What is
had
this
amazing
torrent? What
CGI when
is
the
torrent?
budget was highest in season 1. I don't think it's a budget issue, man. I hope Zoom returns
It's the
in last
execution.
season. DC is great. I hope Zoom kills Cecile. I was gonna say, Manoj, like remember Grodd?
Yeah.
They did Gorilla Grodd on a TV budget, dude, and that was an epic episode.
And they were very
Yeah.
smart about it.
Yeah.
Even King
it's-
Shark, dude. Even
King
Shark.
Shark
Yeah.
also, yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
dude, the moment we
that-
talk
that
about
was-
these
that was
things, and
ex-
we just went to
Uh,
a
That was like
Hole.
exciting times, man. Like we didn't know what could happen.
Compare King Shark to the Strength Force. Oh my god.
The moment they brought that Force family, right? I'm like,
Like Rohit
What
is
is
so
this?
clueless. Like I'm so happy for you.
Rohit,
You don't know what
I
you're
good
talking
that you
about.
didn't watch it.
And like you previously brought up the point, right? Like the old seasons used to have their fight scenes in the night, and like these fight scenes happen in the day, so that's why the CGI looked worse and all. So why do it in the day? Do it in the night, no?
As I said, man, previously there was emotional weight to every fight we saw. So like season 1 is all about his father, his mother,
His mother,
him
yeah.
wanting people to believe in the impossible.
Dude, when the reverse flash showed up in the mid-season finale, everyone was like, "Oh my
This
god!"
was in which season?
Season 1, episode
season
9.
one.
Season 1, yeah.
The man in the yellow suit. It was a Christmas
yeah, yeah,
special,
yeah.
and it was the mid-season finale. It aired just in, I think, December first week. Like that's what I remember from that show.
Dude, I have
Oh,
watched
wow.
that mid-season finale so many times. That fight between Flash and Reverse Flash, not in the stadium, in the end.
Dude, the way the episode starts, Christmas, people
Yeah.
decorating, and suddenly red lighting, suddenly yellow lighting, and it's Barry going against
And do you
Reverse
know
Flash.
that like they have made a mistake with the digital level in one of the scenes. Like I watched it so many times that I even noticed that like the white emblem comes in one of the shots accidentally. So that was like a mistake. Like that many times I used to watch it because I used to love the storytelling and the like. Dude, even the way they executed the speedster fights, right? It's no
Dude,
mean
mid-season
feat, like, in a
finale
TV
used to
budget.
leave at such a cliffhanger. We had to wait a month to watch it
Yeah,
again. Cannot wait for that was the hype of
good
the show.
times.
That was
Good
And
the peak the show was.
and the time travel, man, when the time travel made sense.
Oh my god, that dog scared me, dude.
Every time,
Slowly it just got up.
every time.
Oh my God.
Unexpected twists in the Flash coming. Like
So that's Ace, right? Nolan?
Yeah,
Tell me he's named Ace.
it's a girl dog.
It's a she. Oh, okay.
Ben Affleck is back. I hope that they're deleting Keaton to start a new universe with Ben Affleck. That is interesting. We'll talk about it later. Let's
We'll
just
talk
finish
about
with
it.
Flash first.
See, I just want to say one thing. Even though they shoot the Flash show, there's no guarantee that they'll release it.
It took me a second. Oh, dude. What have we come down to? Like the moment you think now, how down can, like, nothing worse can happen now. Like they do something which is worse.
I just feel extremely bad for the people attached to the projects who are like
I heard the directors, like one of them was getting married.
Yeah,
when they got
we'll
the
get to
news.
that. We'll get to that. We'll get to
But
that.
okay,
when we
we'll
talk
get to
about
Talking about the Flash, okay. See, we have talked a lot about our complaints with the show over the years and over the reactions and everything. Now, knowing that, as I said, I was sad, and I said, you know why? Because we know it can never become better. Like, it's broken, it's a mess.
It's too far gone.
Like it's
not like
nothing can make it better. And knowing what the showrunner is talking about, he wants to attach the forces are looking for a candidate for the Avatar, and like still they are continuing that narrative.
They're not even listening to fans or what? Like they're like still continuing like as if it's still a
don't
good
know,
idea.
There
man.
are many
Who they
fans
are
who like
listening
it also, so that's the
What?
Yeah,
There
that's why the
are,
show was
there are.
working.
yeah.
That's the big issue because the rating of the show is good. They're getting a lot of good response also, but there's a lot of hatred like with the
Dude,
fans and the critical side. Like critics are really like bashing the show, and people
The
like us who are
ratings are
fans.
but the ratings
Critics
have
watch
still,
it also.
but the ratings have still dropped, right? Since the first season.
No, of
the
course
ratings-
that happens with every
that's-
show. That happens
yeah,
with
all
every show.
shows.
Like season 1, like even Supernatural, the rating for four seasons were really
Oh
high
my-
than the last ones.
no, you've seen Supernatural.
No,
Oh man, Supernatural was some awesome
I think
shit till
Nolan is a
season
fan.
6.
Yeah.
Oh man, till that Lucifer arc, na.
I've
It
seen
was-
that sequence where Dean is stuck in hell and is being pulled apart in the last episode of the season.
Yeah, that was three, I think so.
It ran for like what, 12, 13 seasons?
15.
12, 12,
15,
Fifteen,
right?
15.
15 seasons. I
They are
watched it. Yeah, yeah,
bringing a
now they,
prequel series now.
yeah, yeah, about the parents, the Winchesters. Jensen Ackles is directing it, and like he
Showrunner,
started
right?
like, yeah, yeah, he started his own company to do it. Like he got permission from
Yeah.
Kripke, Eric Kripke.
Is there any
Yeah.
job vacancies there? Like, you come.
But let's wrap up Flash.
No,
So
I just
I'm
want to say one thing, one
yeah.
more thing. Like, I remember this episode. It was in season one, okay? Like, towards the end. It was the second last episode.
The
And in that
crossover.
episode, yeah, which I didn't know about. Okay. So the earlier crossover that was like announced and everything. This one, maybe it was announced, but I didn't know about this. So the moment Firestorm like dropped down to take on Reverse Flash, like, and then Arrow
Oh,
also
okay, yeah.
came. That fight, 3 versus 1.
That
My
that
mind just blew away.
that
Like,
that episode, right? Like the
yeah.
set photos which leaked, they
Hmm.
didn't actually. Stephen Amell was in the suit,
Yeah.
so it was the Black Archer suit. So we all thought it was Malcolm Merlin,
Malcolm.
or it was some assassin from the League of Assassins.
Dude, that
And
just
then,
blew my mind. Like, I'm like, you're connecting stories, like, even though it was not making
But
lot of
dude,
sense,
it made
but
sense
still,
because next episode of Arrow starts with Barry
Flash
going
going
and
there.
rescuing
Yeah,
them
yeah.
from that and says, "I have some
Yeah.
work. I have to go."
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really work for Arrow because they were trying to build up Steven as the villain and whatever. Like, who cares? But the
No, no. By
connection
that
that they
time
were
they
able to
had
build,
put it
no, no,
out,
no.
right?
By that was the episode where they revealed that he was actually had a plan all along, and
yeah, that
like
was in the finale, right? Because the second last episode of Arrow ended with everyone like in that prison,
yeah,
almost
yeah,
going to
yeah.
die.
So and
Then
then
Flash comes in, so then it's revealed that.
next season, basically what happened is like
Episode.
he goes to help Flash, and
Hmm.
then Flash comes and
Flash comes.
frees everyone.
Like
Yeah,
it
I'm
make
saying
like it made sense. Them
it
they're
Yeah,
in the
it was
same universe.
continuity.
it made sense logically, and that connection which they were able to bring, right? And just forget about Arrow because season 3 was pretty lame, but still that connection they were able to bring in season 1, and that whole fight where Reverse Flash tells Arrow, like, you literally had Green
Dude,
Arrow
Arrow
going up
season
against
3
Reverse
mid-season
Flash.
finale was amazing when
That was
Ra's
amazing.
al Ghul
That was
kills
amazing.
Arrow. Like
Yeah.
I was like, what?
They were never able to build up properly. Like, they were never able to
Yeah, they just
justify that.
whenever they do
That
something
was
like
But
that.
lame, but
I didn't like season three. Okay, like because like by that point I was like, oh my god,
Because
they're
it was
just
ready
killing
to
Batman villains.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
basically Arrow was doing to be good, like trying to be
Batman. Yeah.
Batman. Yeah.
yeah. But anyway, like we're talking about the Flash.
Yeah,
I just
but
want to say
I was
that
gonna say, because DC TV's the universe, like I don't know what happened with Superman Lois, and they already said they are a different universe,
it's a
not
different
connected.
universe. Yeah.
So it's
But
kind of the Arrow
but
versus coming to an end.
about Superman and Lois, what they did, right? Like they apparently they renewed Melissa Benoist's contract, so she only might reprise her role as Supergirl in
No, no,
Could be
she's
Superman and
doing
Lois.
some other show with WB. She's doing another show with HBO Max
Oh,
with her own production house. So that's why
oh.
she renewed her contract with them. So that's a separate thing.
I
Uh,
haven't seen any of these spin-offs like Supergirl, Batwoman. I haven't
yeah, it's
seen
okay.
any of these.
I
No, you
have
don't
only
watch any
seen 2 seasons
The
of
Superman Lewis
Supergirl.
seasons.
I saw
only good one
Legends
is
a little bit,
Legends.
but yeah.
Legends is the only good show, man.
And
Like,
Superman Lewis.
But Legends is only fun like if you follow these characters and you just want to go every week, just have fun with these characters.
yeah, it's just
It's fun,
It's
but
just a
it's
fun
just
show.
that there's
I
too
really
many good stuff out to
You know the
to
way,
watch.
but the way it completely changed directions like after the fourth season. But the
Season 2
way
was amazing.
Legends started, right? It was like so much hype. Like
Yeah.
no other trailer has given that level of hype.
Yeah, there was a test trailer that they released, right? With Flash and Arrow, everyone
Yeah,
together. That was like so much
I've
hype.
seen Men of Steel
Yeah.
die and Dark Knights fall. Oh my god, that hype.
Yeah, even like the main reason why I brought up that fight of that Flash season 1, that crossover end fight, was because there's a scene where you had like Green Arrow going up against Reverse Flash, and that was the moment I'm like, oh man, this universe is alive. Like, because you have like one villain, arch nemesis of one character going up against another character, and he even says this dialogue, like, history tells that you live to be 86 years old. I guess the history books are wrong. Dude, that was so badass, man. Season 1 was like so good. The
Dude,
Flash
like,
for me, it's like
dude,
always
I,
stay with me.
like usually what I do is when I'm watching TV shows and all, right? Like I go on YouTube and I like just Google scenes, like old scenes which give me goosebumps and all, and I just watch those scenes. I don't watch anything past season 3 of Flash. Like all the
I don't
scenes
know
are only
what's-
You
the
know,
first
one of my
3
favorite
seasons.
scenes I've seen multiple times on YouTube is the scene where Reverse Flash calls out Flash in season 3, episode 1. Now who's the villain, Flash? Now who's the villain? And you know, just the camera angle,
The
the way the
Flashpoint episode.
Barry just walking away from him and he's just shouting, now who's the villain?
My favorite scene is when like the doppelganger comes out of the suit and he's like I told you before, I am the future Flash. And I'm like, oh my God, he was playing with the words this whole time.
And
I
it
must be
was
honest, I
actually,
didn't really like that much.
He just
I'll be
shut
I
up
know,
or do it.
but the
Oh
reveal
my
and the
God.
music and like how everything played out, right? It was very cool to see. And I thought Savitar is like kind of. I didn't think of it as a suit. I thought of it as an extra dimensional
Yeah,
being.
because they said he
Right,
was the
right.
god of speed, right? That's
Like
what.
when
Yeah, and
the suit, like you have to like he has to go down. So I'm like, oh, is he doing a push-up? Like then
I
No,
think
he got
season,
down on one knee. He got down on
yeah,
one
yeah,
knee. So I'm like, why is he bowing?
like season 3 was somewhere they tried to, you know, do something and it didn't work out.
yeah.
Like it didn't travel, like, you know, you couldn't make a full, like, the full season didn't work out for you. You tried to do something and then it felt like you changed directions, you know, with the Julian's character from Harry Potter guy and the
Yeah.
stone, and it just brought too many fantasy kind of things and didn't work out, and then you said, let's just leave it, is Future Flash. You know, it felt like it did change it midway. And then
Definitely they
he'll
changed
kill in the future, Iris
But
he'll kill.
that
And in that,
Savitar suit was a little underwhelming though. Like, 'cause, like they made it
Mm.
so
I liked it the first
crazy.
time they revealed where he takes the Flash through the portals.
oh, and fucking drags him through
Yeah.
the entire thing. Oh yeah, that
Like
was
he
That,
runs
that
so
was the CGI
fast.
version, right?
Like he runs
Yeah.
so
There were two
fast through the
suits.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
time that he breaks the speed force, goes through it,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
know, oh my god, those were the hype days, man.
Those are the good times.
But
They were
yeah,
just-
okay. So coming, see, we have to appreciate what, you know, the Arrowverse did. They gave us
The
a DC
ambition,
universe,
yeah.
which even the movies haven't given us.
Yeah.
Like they build up
Mm.
something which we all, you know, watched, grow up,
The
and it was not the
animated
best.
movie.
It
You're
was
forgetting the
had its
animated
issues.
universe.
Yeah, but
No,
we're
we're talking about live action,
the
right?
success they like at least they attempted, and not just once. We had 4 5 big epic, you know, 4 shows coming together kind of things.
That was
So we have to
amazing.
applaud, you know, them
Mm,
for
yeah.
giving us that, at least, you know.
True.
The only DC thing we actually got like a universe kind of on live TV.
Yeah.
And the
Uh,
fact that they also got this guy, what's his name? Why do I keep forgetting? Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Once.
Dude, that crossover was huge, man. They got Kevin Conroy, they got Ezra Miller, they
Tom Welling,
got Tom Welling. Oh my God.
Lucifer's
but
guy.
what is your favorite crossover?
Yeah, they got Tom Ellis also.
Yeah.
My
Mine
favorite
is Elseworlds.
I know, yeah, yours is Elseworlds.
Mine is Elseworlds.
Mine is Crisis on Earth X.
Mine is obviously Elseworld, like the scene where they find the bat signals, man.
I told you Batman is
I
real.
was right. Batman's real. Like
And
Ben's
I'm like,
reaction, I was reacting the exact same way in front of the screen. I'm like, oh.
and I'm like, mera favorite season 1 finale.
No, we're talking about crossovers. Of course, season 1 finale is the
No.
best DC TV
I-
thing. I don't
I
think
don't
anyone will
remember.
disagree.
Didn't even get to the crossover stage, yeah. I
No,
wanted
season
to.
1 had 2 crossovers.
Which one? Arrow wala
That
tha?
was
Yeah,
small.
no,
Flash versus
Arrow.
Arrow.
Flash versus
Flash
Arrow.
versus Arrow was one, and then second one was them going up against Captain Cool. No, not Captain Boomerang, right?
Yeah.
Which was in Arrow, right?
Yeah.
That was an Arrow, yeah.
But I haven't watched Arrow, so it wasn't a big deal for me.
In Flash, it was Flash versus Arrow.
In
which
season
was
2,
okay.
it was Legends.
Yeah, they built it up to Legends.
Yeah, they have to fight this
Season
guy who's
two, Vandal Savage.
and there's a moment where Barry time travels
Yeah.
and
Ah,
things
everything,
change out,
yeah.
and you know he tells Arrow that something had happened wrong, so you have to like that impacts Arrow's storyline. That was the
Yeah.
connectiveness, man. Yeah,
Mera,
They actually very connected in the first few seasons.
Yeah.
Like,
but there were only 2, right? It was much easier.
Yeah. Dude, at one point in time, Legends of Tomorrow actually made fun of it. Like there was this one crossover where they didn't show up, right?
Yeah, and they're like,
Like
we
the-
were not invited.
No. The next episode, like Sarah actually said, like we are not going for any more crossovers. She actually said that, like we're not gonna be there, go for any more crossovers. It's too much trouble.
Which one was it? Elseworlds where they were not invited.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were not there for Elseworld, and they were not there for one more. So two, they didn't show up. In one, Ray said like, "Oh, we were not." Apparently, a crossover happened, and we were not invited. And the second one, Sarah was like, "We are not going to do crossovers anymore."
Which
I
was
mean,
the
that's why I
one
like
where we had
Christ.
Arrow's 100th episode?
The Alien Invasion.
Aliens Invasion. Yeah, okay.
That was season 5 of Arrow. Dude, season 5 of Arrow is amazing. That was also really good. Season
Because
5.
season 5, they were actually using an Arrow villain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Prometheus. Yeah. He's a Justice League villain, right? Prometheus.
No,
Yeah,
no.
he has some Justice League background also.
Okay, let me take some chats. Ben Affleck, I took Parth says family. Raul, if the Flash movie released too, I don't like Ezra, so I don't care. But I hear many rumors that Grant will make a cameo. And also the thing, right, that when the first episode aired, the Flash, the film Flash movie was announced, and the Flash
No.
last season will end a
So,
few weeks
people are getting
before
it
the film
wrong.
comes out.
People are getting it slightly wrong. Like Flash movie was not announced. Ezra Miller was announced as the movie Flash. Like as he would be reprising, but
Okay.
the movie was not announced. The movie was announced later, after 2-3 years, I think. So that
Okay.
was.
I really
remember-
wanted to.
I remember Stephen
Apparently-
F.L. giving an interview saying he was really
Yeah, he
pissed
was
off
mad. Yeah,
that
he was very mad.
they cast Grant Gustin and he was so good, and then they didn't
Yeah.
cast him in the film.
And the timing he was stressing because it was just after the pilot release that
And
they
people
announced
loved it,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but as we all know, WB is very bad in timing, which we'll come to in Batgirl also.
I really wanted to get into Legends of Tomorrow because I'm a huge Constantine fan. You know,
You know, that's a show you love.
Constantine shows up
That's
in
a show you
season
love
3 or
because
4.
I have seen Constantine. I love Constantine.
no, I'm talking about
Yeah.
Constantine. I'm talking Legends.
Okay.
Legends is a show you love because it's just crazy. They
Yeah.
go crazy. They don't care about the world
They do
they
what
are
they
living
want.
in. Like, yeah, they have the whole freedom to them. They just do anything. There's so many episodes which are themed after big famous movies like E.T., then
Okay.
Mummy, or Jurassic
Groundhog
World,
Day.
Groundhog Day. Like every episode is kind of inspired from like a movie narrative, and they just blend it with
Okay.
like the characters they have and what storyline they are going with.
How's
My-
Constantine in
He's
Legends
fun.
of Tomorrow?
What I have seen
He's
of him, it's fun.
he's like they made him more comedy character and all like.
So
like,
that's why I didn't want to watch Legends
Yeah,
because
that's true.
you know, for example, Hellblazer का एक इशू था मेरा नाम याद नहीं आ रहा है बट उसमें कॉन्स्टेंटीन का बेसिकली ये आर्क था कि बंदे ने सारे डीमंस हराए हैं he has fought with so many demons and so many creatures from hell, right? And the thing he's dying of is cancer due to smoking.
Oh, okay.
And
dude, they did that in the movie also, right?
oh yeah, the Keanu Reeves one, right?
Yeah, they did the same thing.
I have seen some part of it.
In me, I've seen few bits of it. I've not watched the full thing.
Parth says they should do Flashpoint in the comics in the final season and make Zoom and Bloodwork the villain.
Oh my god.
The only way the show can redeem for me is that the last scene of the show,
Don't bring that up again.
he
Don't bring
runs
that
so
up again.
fast he becomes lightning,
No,
and he
but-
travels back in time and hits himself in the
See,
season
I've
1.
heard both of you keep saying this, okay? But for me, it's like the emotion should matter. Like when the final, like Arrow's final series finale, for me, I felt that all the emotions were in the right place. So when they ended that shot with just the Queen building and just Oliver just being with Felicity in Afterlife, whatever, like it felt right for me. Like it felt like this feels like a satisfying conclusion to the character. Now, the whole Barry thing, unless they build up to it in an emotional way, I don't think or it'll just be a loop, right? Like it'll look really cool, and we know the emotions are not really
They
hitting
did that
for the
in
last two seasons.
they did that in Futurama, right? Where the last episode, he goes back in time and forgets everything, and he goes to deliver the pizza and falls into the cryogenic chamber again.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Futurama
see,
show, right?
My point
Yeah.
is that
नहीं देखा.
the whole you start a show with the ending. Like this show starts with an ending. that we are building up to that, and they just change it midway, and now there are no
That's
stakes anymore. That's was my
yeah.
biggest
And
problem
they
with it.
overused Reverse Flash so many times.
Like,
Now I don't know.
dude, like Reverse Flash, and they're fighting in the city. They time travel, go to the day that mother died,
It should end like that. Like
and the
he should
Flash
tell the
stopping
other
season
Barry,
one
no,
Flash
don't do it.
there,
Yeah,
taking away
yeah.
his younger self out, then going back in
Exactly.
time, and Reverse Flash getting stuck there, and that's the whole thing started, and Flash has to run and become energy and hit himself. Like, that was an epic thing they
They
had.
should
Okay,
do it.
Dude,
I'll stop talking about it.
they did so many plot points which they never fulfilled. Like
Hey
part
Sana,
where
welcome.
The part where Gideon says founding member of the Justice League, and like they didn't do
Dude.
anything with it,
Kind
man.
of
Remember,
did. Like,
Legends had a scene where
And they didn't even
Barry
call
from
it
the
the
future had
Justice League.
sent a message, "Don't trust me."
yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, that had me so
2055.
much hyped.
Yeah,
And
they
did
did
it lead up to somewhere?
It lead
no.
up to the aliens crossover.
Alien Invasion. Yeah. They
And
Uh,
why?
they wrapped it up in that storyline itself.
And
yeah.
why did he say don't trust me?
Because something happened in the plot that
He was time travel. He did Flashpoint, right? So that's where the aliens came,
yeah.
right? That's why he was something
Flashpoint
related
was
to
the reason because he changed a lot of things. So like
that.
Diggle had a son, but it became a daughter,
Daughter, yeah.
and then he got to know, and a lot of things. I
And
think
then
more things
and
happened.
then Arrow brought his son back also in the finale.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I won't hear any slander on season 5 Arrow. Season
Mr.
5
Triple
Arrow
X
is
says,
amazing.
I only watched Flash till season 3. Just skipped the finale to confirm if my theory is correct that Sabotage the future Flash. If you guys are still not seen till now, you guys should watch the Smallville show. It's a great DC show.
Oh, I
I
watched
watched
I
it.
think
I
it's
watched.
what I know about it. It's not a show I would like now. Like it hasn't aged well. It doesn't
I
go into
watched
the
many
superheroic
episodes
stuff.
here and
So
there.
No, I
yeah.
watched it. I watched it quite recently. I mean, not recently now, but I watched it while Arrow was still going on.
It's kind of the precursor to the
See,
Arrows.
I'll just say one thing. The standard of shows and films we are getting today is just too high that I would prefer watching a recent show which is everyone talks about and I would like to check out than watch a old show which in that time also was okay. You get my
It
point?
was
No,
Like,
that's
it
fair
was
because
good.
Smallville was like it was subjected to that old like traditional TV
yeah.
episode length. Like it had to be 24 episodes and all of that. But you can see many similarities between Smallville and Flash and Arrow because, like for example, Smallville season 1 finale it ends with him running to a tornado, and season 1 also ends with him running up to stop that. So like you can see
No,
similarities of
only annoying thing is that he never flies.
they had that no
And there's no
flies,
suit.
no tights. The suit is on the end, but like it's like.
Yeah, like they did it full CGI and they didn't even
Hmm.
show him in the suit in the end.
But
Like,
there's
but
an animated show that's going to come, right? Continuing the story.
no, they did a comic book.
Yeah,
Season
I know they
11
did a
of
comic book. Yeah.
all of-
But they're doing an animated show also, right? That was
I don't know.
announced. I think.
In the comic book, he actually runs into Batman and all. Like in
I
season
heard
11.
that. Yeah.
In
Kanchan said,
like
yeah, Rohit.
I am looking for the only animated show. So one animated show is going on, which is Harley Quinn one from DC, which
Yeah.
is amazing.
Tell
It
him,
is
I told him we should react to it, but he didn't listen to me.
it is fantastic. You should watch it. Like it's peak humor. You
You know,
know,
Rohit, what happened was that everyone kept telling us it's amazing. So then we are like, okay.
and the only animated show I'm looking forward to is Batman Caped Crusader. I hope it doesn't get cancelled. Because it's like a spiritual successor to Batman the Animated Series.
Right.
It's just funny that our we are scared not that if it's good or not, we are scared it does not get cancelled.
You know what
Kanchan
should
says
get cancelled?
what?
Gotham Knights.
Go. Yeah.
I,
What are you
I don't think
talking
I'm even,
about?
I don't think I'm even gonna watch it, man. Like,
No way.
I can't even remember the guy's name, man. Who is he? Bruce Wayne's son.
Ashton something, right?
Yeah, it's a
I want to say Ashton
Dude,
Kutcher,
that
but I know
looked
that's
like
wrong.
such a CW show, man.
Yeah,
creating their own characters and all, man. Like,
Nolan Castiel is playing this
I
guy, right?
know,
Harvey Dent.
yeah.
Not Harvey Dent.
Yeah. Harvey Dent.
Oh, Harvey Dent. Okay.
Yeah.
Kanchan
so
says, I think
weird.
DC shows are underrated. Maybe less marketing in India, like Marvel dubbed their series. Yeah, of course. That
But
was
in
even
spite of that, Flash is very popular, man.
Yeah,
Like
Flash
almost
was
everyone knows all
was
the
a
things.
like the most torrented show after Game of Thrones, I
Yeah,
feel.
it just dude, season one, almost everyone has watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Raul,
first my first torrented show was Stranger Things. I remember my first torrented show. I remember taking it on my USB, plugging it into my TV, and then watching it with my mom. You know?
Mine was How I Met Your Mother season 9. I was like, if I download, I'll get only bad quality. And I downloaded this in 1080p, and I'm like, oh my God, is it really? How did I get this on my own? No one gave it to me. Oh my God, I was
Nolan,
like so
tell me you
excited.
downloaded the alternate ending. Tell me you didn't see the original ending. You saw the alternate ending. Nolan, the original ending does not exist. It's only the alternate ending. That's a whole other thing.
Rahul
I'm
says,
not
I really
rewatching it.
missed Legends of Tomorrow. It was my guilty pleasure only for this show. I don't think about the story at all. I'm just enjoying it. 2017 was the end of The Flash. Rip the Ralph Dibny character, lol. Hello, Sana. Welcome. Watch Banshee. It's amazing. It has Anthony Starr. They dare not touch the Blue Beetle movie.
People are talking. People are saying
Varun,
that's why it was not in San Diego Comic Con.
yeah. Varun is in the chat. Harley Quinn is freaking amazing. I would watch it again with you guys if you're reacting to it. So I think
Ah,
maybe Varun and Nolan can react to it.
oh,
I'll help you set up everything. Okay, waiting for Peacemaker release on 14th August, avoiding pirating for 8 months for this. Yeah, it's coming out in India. So I think they are not coming in India, HBO Max, so they are putting their shows on Amazon Prime. So
Right. And we
that's
used a
actually good.
VPN to react to the finale.
Yeah, season 1 had 6 million views per episode. Flash, yeah.
Yeah.
But let's wrap up Flash. Just one
Yeah,
last
we should
question.
wrap it up with expectations, right, for the
Yeah,
finale.
that's what I'm saying. Let's wrap up
Yeah.
with your what are your thoughts? What do you want? Like,
What I want is for them to cut down the cast. Just you maybe have Cecile just give us a send off in the first episode itself. Like all the
do
supporting
you
cast which
think
you
after
don't
that
need.
big power boost she got in the last
dude,
episode?
dude,
This
they
is what I
undid it.
want.
No, they undid it. They said right, like the the still force
Dude,
gave her the
dude,
abilities.
the coffee. She
The
became a
Jedi thing.
Jedi, remember? You only
Yeah.
shouted, she's a Jedi now.
No, see, I'm not saying this will happen. This is what I want.
Okay.
Okay, I want a more focused storyline, but I also like I have this amazing thing where he takes down you get a series of the old villains that came up. Something which
Yeah.
Arrow did. Arrow had an amazing fight in the island in the end, where it was Team Arrow versus many of the villains of the Arrow. In the
Yeah.
island, the whole thing. It was like in the second last episode, something like that. But it's a more focused storyline.
You
That is
you
one thing which I
know
want.
you know what would have been like a good series finale episode, the one where Barry takes Nora to get parts for that
That was 100th
war.
episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they go through all the villains again.
Not all. I think. Yeah, kind of.
No, all, dude.
Can I just make a joke about
Yeah.
the season? A 13 episode musical starring Supergirl.
Dude, that would
I
be
would be up
better
for
than
it.
what they
I
did.
would be up for it.
I would be up for it. That would
Actually,
be
I
better than
love
what they
the
did.
musical episode.
Same.
Dude,
Even I loved it.
Dude, this is a series. This is the last season, no? I just hope, like, I know they're gonna do this, but I just hope they don't. Don't make it all about Barry and Iris. Like, cause like they want to give it like they'll want to give it a happy ending, make it like the family setup and all. But like, I really hope they don't do that.
Okay, they would definitely
See,
do that.
what we
But
what we know is gonna happen.
Yeah.
We know a Speedster villain is coming. We know Reverse Flash and Savitar may show up. Not
You know,
Reverse Flash,
Iris is
Zoom
getting
and Savitar
pregnant.
may show up. We may get a Reverse Flash origin story.
That
we may
is
get
one
a
of
Legends
my-
wrap up.
yeah,
Oh.
that's another point.
Yeah.
I would love for them to give like an Arrowverse wrap up. I know I said focus storyline, but at least one episode where it's like an Arrowverse wrap up where we get to see Steven, we get to see Melissa all come back. Because we didn't get enough of that trio. Actually, it was a very nice trio between Oliver, Kara, and Barry. So
Do you think we'll
yeah.
get Oliver?
Dude, we will get Oliver. Okay, it's the.
Dude,
I would be so cross if we don't get that.
the Legends cancellation was so annoying because they just introduced Booster Gold and they could have made the show so much more funnier with him. And they got Donald Faison to play Booster Gold. Oh my god.
Dude, at least they
Wasn't
got a release.
Nathan Fillion casted as a fan casting kind of for Booster Board?
Fantastic.
Dude, they fan casted him for so many things when he was
Green
young. Now,
Lantern.
now he's too old for it.
Yeah.
Do you think A-Train will show up and kill Iris off?
Remember Earth 17 speedster with the
Dude,
this.
Scarf, the
yeah,
purple lightning. We
yeah,
never got that. We never got that.
yeah. That was
We also make
so.
it blood work because in the comics he ran away. So there's like comics going on with the show where Nora and like Bart has something going on.
Is Flash even
See,
there?
okay, let's come into what I want is that I want the last season to be about the Flash's legacy. You know, I want that. I want, like if you want to make a filler about a child's perspective of a Central City. He wants to be Flash, like what is Flash? What does he mean? What has he done for the society? Just destroy every season the city. Like I want to know what he means. What
know how
does it
they'll
mean
do
to be
that?
a hero?
No, you know how they do that.
You know what they should end, how they should end the season. They should end the season like, they should end the series with like many years in the future, like the Legion of Superheroes someone walks into the Flash Museum and like they talk about like all the great things he did, like ended like uh, Flash became a legend, something like that.
Yeah, I won't say about Nona's point. You're talking about the legacy. You know what will happen? They'll have the Flash die, and then Cecile will come and say, "I can feel the people all loving him. I can feel the love. I
You
can
know-
feel the
Dude,
happiness."
what
The issue, the
what
issue
if
is,
he-
I know
what if
they'll
he
do
do
that. I trust
Dude,
them to do that.
Dude, the way you were saying it, no, it sounded like that episode from the Justice League where the Flash beats Lex Luthor, and then he disappears, and then
Right.
Hoggle is like, I can still feel him. I can still feel it.
Dude,
Puts
don't you
him
dare
out of
come back
nowhere.
Justice League anime series with this.
Harish says we are the Flash. Oh,
Ben Affleck pops out of a wormhole and recruits Grant Gustin for
That would be
the.
amazing.
and he will be like, yes, I'm in. I don't want to hear anything.
Ben Affleck, like, see, Flash dies, right? And Ben Affleck pops out, no, and he's like, Iris is the key. It's Iris.
An says, do you
Ben
think
Affleck
Barry,
comes and just gives the backtrack to Iris. Done.
okay, An says, do you think Black Canary, Supergirl movies, Green Lantern Corps are in line after Batgirl? The continuous trends of Saslav Step says yes, but the tax thing in Batgirl makes it an exception.
See, Batgirl was actually confirmed. Those movies, only the titles have been announced, no casting,
I
nothing
was
has been
announced like
done.
20 years back.
Yeah, so like they can just keep it on. They don't even have to say that it's cancelled or anything because it wasn't even in production yet.
What was the comment on?
Parth says, I hope they give the comb in season 8, episode 6 a redemption arc.
What?
Literally, like, literally, I'm not kidding you, dude. It's
Yeah,
not a
that's-
joke, it's nothing. Something happens in that episode, it's fun and all, and in the last shot, there's a post-credit scene. So there's a shot of all the members saying, come, let's go, and Flash is taking them to Paris for having some food or something, because they can run fast, right? So he's carrying them all. So Iris is just, using a brush. I'm ready, and she just keeps a brush on the sofa, and it just rush off, and then the camera focuses on the brush. 1, 2, 3, and suddenly the brush disappears.
Yeah.
And
For a
that's the
second, I
end.
thought it
That's
was
the
gonna be
post-credit scene. That's the high moment.
Yeah.
A brush
thought it was like a
getting
Dettol ad.
disappeared.
It was a Dettol ad showing the germs in the comb, like, but
Dude,
nothing like that
literally,
happened.
the blush and the music is going. Oh, thum.
And the comb returns also. The comb keeps returning. He becomes like a recurring character. The comb.
And later they do something and the com comes back, and that's
Yeah.
like a point. Oh, it came back, so things are getting better.
I kid you not. I expected the comb to come back in the finale and help the Flash. Like,
If
The Flash running and the giant comb running beside him.
if the comb was there, right, the Illuminati would not have died.
And just want to end the Flash thing that I'll always have a place in my heart for the Flash season 1.
Season 1 was amazing.
And we will do season 1 finale reaction.
We'll do that before the new season comes.
Yeah, we'll try to do that. And yeah, man, I think that's wrap up for us for Arrowverse also. And maybe we'll do one video when the Flash is over, and we can just think about our favorite moments from it. But let's talk about the next big thing.
So just like how the comb disappeared, the movie also disappeared.
After being shot and done everything, like, literally there was a joke that I think the Batman, man, Michael Keaton said, I don't watch these movies fully.
Yeah.
And the
They were like,
WB
"Okay,
got
don't watch it."
DC got angry, like, okay, we'll cut your movie. No one will watch your movie. Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about Batgirl being axed by WBD.
Someone should make a meme and paste the Batgirl logo on the comb.
Have you seen the that meme of Homer Simpson disappearing behind the grass?
Right.
Dude,
Grass and WB.
dude. Fantastic Four guys saying, Mr. Fantastic, we have Batgirl movie coming. What Batgirl movie?
What movie?
We have a DC universe. What universe?
It's so disappointing. Like, I'm not someone who is looking forward very much to the movie. Okay, I was aware, I had seen the set photos. I was like, okay, we'll see. It's interesting. It had some pretty cool talent attached to it. So I was like, okay, it'll be interesting. It'll be good. And to like cancel a movie, and just imagine what that would do to the careers of the directors, the actors, because the first news that came
The
was
directors just directed Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
First of all, they go already spent the money.
Yeah,
So isn't
that's
it more of
Oh,
a
it has the
must to
same
cancel?
director as Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
and Bad Boys for Life.
They directed Bad Boys for Life.
Bad Boys for Life. No, I'm just saying, the first news that came out was it's irredeemable. That's why they're canceling.
No. That's not what I heard.
No. The first news that came out.
Okay.
The first news that came out was this movie is irredeemable because that's why the movie is being cancelled.
Manoj, can you find an article about it? So we can have
Okay.
some facts and all. But what I have heard is that what they have said is that they want to focus on big blockbusters for theatrical, and they are not
Oh my-
focusing on HBO Max
Yeah.
and HBO Max. They only want to do non-fictional content moving on, and they want to
Right.
convert it into Discovery Plus, and only non-fiction content there. And
Did they forget what HBO stands for?
the
Did they
HBO
forget the
TV will be separate. Will not touch
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but it's still HBO Max, right? So like basically home box office Max.
I don't think they even care at this moment.
Did they
Is-
just
is-
forget?
Yeah, like HBO Max was built on such promise, like with Snyder Cut coming in and so many things coming in. And now look
I
at
mean,
it.
I'm just like, just imagine what the directors and the actors and the entire
True.
cast and crew is going up, because this, making a movie is not just about a paycheck. It's about the time and the effort you gave. It's like, you'll be known
Especially
for
for a movie like this, you want people to
Yeah,
see
like,
it.
You want people to see them.
I mean,
like people are saying it's a tax
movies.
write-off. Like they
But-
saw it's more profitable to make it a tax write-off. That's why they canceled the entire movie. Like, dude, that blows my mind, man. Like, how can
How
you
is
do that?
it more profitable to not release a movie than to
So
release
they
like
estimated to make losses if they release the movie. So they were like,
So
they're
basically,
cutting
like
down
if
their
they
losses.
put out the movie, they have to spend more money to release it
More
and do
money.
the promotion, everything.
Hmm.
And
don't do the
if-
promotion, just release
No,
it.
then
at least
they'll not
get
make
some
money on it, na.
Some money will come.
See,
No.
Arey, but they'll
I-
make more money, guaranteed money, by doing that text of thing.
And this is how it starts. This is how it all
Yeah.
starts.
This is how it
How-
starts.
This
The
is
rage.
start-
The rage, the
How
power
will
of
it start? It will
stress.
start. Release the Batgirl movie. It'll start. You'll start having banners. You'll have the fans again divided. People will keep.
You know what? You know what? Someone was actually putting it out on Twitter that now will this happen for this movie now?
It will.
Because
It
I don't think so.
definitely
I don't
will
think so.
happen.
Dude, go to
I don't
cinema.
think
People
so,
already
because-
they were already toxic fans, going
Yeah,
against
that
this
was
film
there. That was
because
there.
it's like going against Snyder's version. It has Michael Keaton, not Ben Affleck, and all that thing. So
No,
people
but
were already
Ben
against the
Affleck-
movie.
But Ben Affleck was also there in it. No.
No.
They shot him riding the bike.
That's for
No,
Flash
that's in
movie.
Flash.
That's a Flash.
For this movie, they shot Michael Keaton as Batman.
Dude, can I just say one thing? This movie, in
Michael
terms of-
Keaton will now be playing Flash in the Flash.
No, in terms of in-universe continuity, the Batgirl movie didn't make sense because they had J.K. Simmons, who is the commissioner.
No.
of
This
Snyderverse.
movie was supposed to come out after the Flash movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But-
saying. So they had J.K. Simmons, who played Gordon from the Snyderverse, pop up here as Commissioner Gordon, but they had Michael Keaton playing Batman. So it's like
Because that was gonna happen in Flash movie, right?
Flash. That's what people are saying, but we don't know, right?
We know
we
dude,
have
the
no
script
clue.
is leaked.
I'm telling you, right? I'm telling you, this is probably DC's new marketing strategy. Cancel a movie and like help
Get the
let
fans riled up.
fans to promote it.
But we have to remember this is not WB now. It's Warner Bros. Discovery, and they are taking the shots at it.
Yeah, in a way, it's not
That's
really
the
their
difference.
fault.
But
Because
okay,
they
I have to
came
come
in-
to other news also because we got a picture of Ben Affleck with Aquaman with
Mhm.
Jason Momoa,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
clearly like has indicated that he's in the movie.
Yeah,
They're
he is in the
reshooting
movie,
Aquaman.
so-
So I'm thinking because the way the film has been shot, it's not gonna make any sense, and they don't want to go that route. They want to bring Ben Affleck back. Because what I heard when he shot Flash movie, and he said himself that I hope they keep my cut in the film, and I'm done with it. Like I'm done
Yeah.
with Batman, I'm done with DC and everything. Why would he come back? Other than that he demanded something and like one
No,
of the
it's not.
discoveries.
It's not just the money.
Do you think
The
Snyderverse
Money
is
is
gonna
not
be
dude,
back?
he's Ben Affleck, dude. He can
Yeah,
just
the
do anything
management
and
has
get money.
changed. The management has changed. It's
What
different
I'm
leaders now.
saying, what if we are getting Ben Affleck back? What if he's
No,
getting
we
to
are
direct
getting
that?
him back.
What if he's getting to direct that movie he was gonna plan as Batman?
I'm fairly certain that will happen.
And that's
because
why
a lot-
Batwoman is getting cancelled. Because this
See, I
will
don't know
make
if
no
that
sense
is
in any
why-
universe.
Yeah. See, I don't know why, but see, I know that there have been a lot of changes behind the scenes of WB Discovery, the leadership positions.
Hmm.
A lot of the people who come in are people who are there. I don't know the names. Okay, I forgot the names, but a few people are people who were heading Disney. I think there was one person who overseed a lot of successful Disney films, and there was one producer who overseed a lot of Zack Snyder successful films like 300, Watchmen, and everything. So now people are of the opinion that if he is in a leadership position and if he is having good relations with different directors, then maybe that's why the whole plan has changed. See, all of that is okay, but I still think that you can't just
No,
cancel
but
a
then
movie
if you're doing that, this movie makes no sense.
because the whole
makes-
regime had no forward thinking. They were just like, okay, greenlit this movie, okay.
Either you retain the directors and the actors, and you say we'll do a Batman movie but with a different universe building, and we will retain you. We are not letting you go. We'll do this project again. If they're getting a tax off, right? Then if they get a tax off, they cannot release this movie anymore.
They can't release it, yeah.
So let it be. They get the money back. Retain these people. Talk to them. Don't just I hope it's not like they also got it to know from the media. Not they didn't get a personal call. I hope that's
think
not
they
the
got
case.
to know it from the media. Because the directors, they were one of the.
I
directors
read
was
that he
getting
got
married.
to know in the wedding, but I don't know if he got from the media or from the W. Dude, I would expect.
So
Hopefully,
it was
they
like in the wedding
got it.
chapel. He was like, I do, and W was like, no, I don't. Like,
Wait, what?
The director, one of the directors was getting married when
Was
he got
getting
the
married.
news that Batwoman is getting cancelled.
Oh shit.
wait, that is like heartbreaking, man. Like,
Matlab, his marriage has been ruined, kind of.
I don't
They-
think so.
they-
These
they're
kind of
very
things should
bad
ruin
with
anything
timing,
else in your
WB.
life. But so my point is that if
No, but dude,
if we
like,
are going with the
that
Ben
must
Affleck
have-
thing, it really makes no sense to put this movie out. And my like if I am in that position, I would be like retaining these directors and actors. I'm saying we are really sorry, but now what you have done cannot be like it's
Dude, that
make no
that
sense
must
to us
have-
what we are going with,
that
and
must
we'll give you a budget. We'll we want you. We are not leaving you. We are not cutting you off. We want you. So please stay with us. That's what
dude,
I
but
would
like-
do if I'm in that
Like
position.
for the director and the screenwriter, no, that must have been like such a bad hit to their confidence. Like they're like, oh shit, what we
I
made
would
was
be
not
like,
good
just-
enough.
I know it would be, but I would say it should not be because it's not that their film
Yeah,
is horrible
you
or something
can
like that.
Logic,
No, but see-
logically thinking, yeah, they will say that, but inside like you can't emotionally. They will still feel that
Yeah,
way.
definitely,
No,
that
and to
doubt.
the point
It
which
has
Luna
happened
was
to me.
saying, the first news that broke out was that it's irredeemable. Like there were news like that, like then they came out and they were like clarifying that no, it's not their fault. We were like, but I'm like, that's too late because there are many people who don't follow the news every day. Like they don't follow the news every
Hmm.
second. For many of the people, it's been registered in their mind that the directors were completely crap. Like the movie is completely crap. So that's like very disappointing. See, according to me, you could have just released an HBO Max as like an Elseworld story.
Again, that's what, dude.
Like
And the thing is, it's not just the directors, writers, cinematographer. It's
mm,
been shot, right?
yeah.
Completely.
Yeah,
The VFX was in the last week. That's what I heard.
And
It was
like
like-
so
the
many
VFX
people,
artist must be like, we don't have to work. We're just getting paid.
no, they won't get paid. They'll cut that also.
No, they'll get paid for the
No,
work
they
they've
get
done.
paid, dude. Like it's like they
It's
get paid
like
upfront,
their
right? And then up,
companies would be paid, right, for the
Yeah.
work. Then
yeah.
they will pay them,
uh,
right?
Yeah.
Company would be like, okay, you guys didn't work now, so.
So we'll keep the money. You
Dude,
can
there
go
are
home now.
actually a lot of films which don't see the light of day.
That's
We
true.
don't even know about them.
Yeah.
There are a lot of films
like,
which inside only they are buried. They never come out.
true,
Yeah,
true, true.
WB is like, when I was a kid and I used to make short films, sometimes I'd be like, yeah, this doesn't work at all. I used to like, yeah, no need to release it. That's how they're doing this now. Like,
मजा
oh,
आएगा अगर
God.
YouTube पे रिलीज कर दिया इन लोगों ने.
Okay, we have
Someone
Ria.
is saying someone should just upload it in YouTube. Like, just don't say anything, just upload. Just leak it out.
Imagine, right, if someone does that, like one of the VFX artists get the raw files, they're like, I'll just finish editing it and like
The
But they
anonymously
don't
Deadpool,
get
post
the
it.
whole thing, dude.
the Deadpool
नहीं नहीं.
footage got leaked, right?
Yeah, right.
Remember?
Like even
The
if they
test
don't get the whole
footage.
thing, just release clips, right? The fans will like still watch it.
Fans
But
will
I am.
They
you
get like,
release clips.
they
Clips,
get
Fans will
fans
make
will
the
put it
movie.
together.
Fans will make the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is
their
pretty.
footage has a watermark of their company.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
like if they put it out, the company is gone. Their ND
But they
contract
have,
is
they
It
have,
gone.
has to
they
be
have
some company is
VFX
already
artists.
in
They
the
have
verge of
VFX.
bankruptcy.
They have VFX artists, man. They can airbrush it each frame.
Ah, yeah, why not?
The thing is, I personally am suffering from superhero fatigue. Like
Hmm.
I am getting there. It shows like the boys which are actually not allowing me to get there, and a little bit of comic books I read. You know,
Right.
but I don't know this. I am just playing the devil's advocate here. What if this is a good sign for the Snyderverse? What if they're getting Snyder back? What if they
But
are
for that, they have to
continuing?
get Henry Cavill back now.
See, I am like you guys know. I absolutely would. I want the Snyderverse to come back. Okay, I've been the biggest advocate here, always going against Nona whenever he says no. But see, I feel like this is
See,
already.
I am sure that Snyder is an intelligent filmmaker. Like if he
Hmm.
comes back, I'm sure he'll take into consideration what has happened and change some things up. What I
Yeah,
want from him, I don't want a Justice League 2 which just wraps everything up. That's my problem with his vision. That he wants to make a Justice League 2 which does everything, whatever has happened the nightmare scene and all, and reach that
No,
thing and
dude.
everything. That's
He
what
set up,
his
he set
idea
up
is.
two, at the end of Justice League, he set up two things, right? He set up the Lex Luthor teaming up with Deathstroke and all, like creating the Legion of Doom. And this side, he created the Future
I
Scape.
think
Was
So,
it
like,
that?
there were two
movies.
storylines.
Two movies that was planned. Yeah.
Yeah, two.
I think the second movie was going to end where the nightmare sequence would start.
So I don't want that. That's what I actually made a video that the way Snyder Cut ends, right? That's a perfect way to have Wonder Woman 3 where she goes back to Themyscira. There can be Man of Steel, there can be a Batman film,
No, I
and then
think
have a Flash,
Snyder-
Cyborg film, and then like over 2, 3, 5 years later, have a Justice League movie.
No. I think, see, if you look at even how Just First Justice League came out, he was overseeing, he was helping out with Wonder Woman, he was helping out with the other projects like Suicide Squad. Like there was a lot of connection between the filmmakers like David Ayer, Patty Jenkins, and Snyder. So I'm fairly certain that would have happened. But I feel like even Snyder wouldn't be happy that they what WB did to him. That's what they've done to the Batgirl directors, right? Like, I mean, at least they didn't take it and reshoot it with another director and put it out in their name. But basically,
they're very different
kind of what they did.
situations, I would say.
it is a different situation, but still, they took a project and they just cancelled it. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like Zach would
See,
also
I
not
don't
be
think
very
it's a
happy with that.
coincidence that we get a picture of Ben Affleck in Aquaman,
Yeah,
and
that's
2 days
definitely something
later
there.
a Batwoman thing
Something
is
is
out
there.
that it's not coming out. I
That
think
I agree. Something
already
is there.
she was getting a lot of the actress was getting a lot of hate from some shit people about because she's a LGBTQ character, right? If I'm not wrong,
Barbara Gordon.
I
But
have no idea.
dude,
She was
is it
getting some
really
hate online,
is
some
it
trolls
really
because of
Barbara
something.
Gordon though? Is she really Barbara Gordon
She
though?
is Barbara Gordon, right?
Because
I have no idea, man.
I don't know how to say this,
Dude,
but
she
like
is Gordon's daughter, right? That's why
yeah,
Gordon was also there in the
but
movie.
but I don't know how to say this without getting cancelled.
Message
Of
in the
saying-
group first.
Gordon is white.
Oh, that.
That can be explained.
Dude, I don't really care about these things.
Dude,
Like-
but they're father and daughter. What you don't care?
So what if she's adopted?
She can be adopted.
What if he's married? What if he's married to like what do you say? Like what's the right term to say?
I am pretty sure this is how the writer's room looks like for these films. She's adopted.
No, like, but
No,
what
I
is
feel
the
like
right
that should
term?
not
Like,
even be in the conversation. Like that should not be the
yeah, I
point
don't
of
really care
concern.
about these things. Like
Yeah.
what race and like what does it matter? It can be anything.
Someone will edit this out in Twitter and put it.
They put it out of context.
Okay, Rian says off topic. I have watched 2 seasons of Flash. They were good, but my friend is recommending me not to watch further. Should I watch season 3?
Yeah, you can watch.
Season
you
1 is
don't watch
ending.
4.
Season 1 ending where he goes to the wormhole. Just imagine that, and Flash goes on to face many more adventures.
No, they've already seen season 2, so
Season 2 Flashpoint, that's okay. That's very difficult to stop there. You have to
yeah.
at least
watch
watch
season
that.
3. You yourself only will not ask these questions.
Yeah.
Give us the freaking Batman Deathstroke movie now. एक side पर हो जाए DC.
What?
There was like
Batman
this
और Keaton.
storyboard that got released, right? Of Batman versus
Anish
Deathstroke, which I
Anish Kapil, thank you. Person of color. That's a right term.
personal. Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything wrong. I just my brain stopped. Like stops. Don't say anything.
I was
Don't blur out
praying for my
anything.
internet to go out that time. Like,
That's why I spoke about Commissioner Gordon and not about Batgirl. I'm like, that's safer.
but I've heard I've not seen the actors in many things, but I heard that she's a very talented actress, and they were like trying to like.
And she was
this
very
WB
passionate about the
sports
project.
person- Yeah. That's why I'm like really like irked with this.
See, that's why you know what that's what I'm saying. Like, if the thing is that the film will not make any sense and you're going a different direction, then at least tell the people that we want you. Don't we want you. We'll make make a movie, make a Batwoman. We want you as a Batwoman or Batgirl, whatever. Batgirl, and we want you in this universe. We are not letting you go. We're not cutting you off. I hope they have said that.
Yes.
And if
You
not,
know-
then it's just
If
sad.
not, just bring Joss Whedon in and reshoot the movie. get green screens, get Ben Affleck. So every shot with
Yeah.
Keaton, like Ben Affleck will come in front, and they will like try to rotoscope Keaton out.
And Ben Affleck, it's a little too coincidental. Ben Affleck appearing with
Aquaman.
Jason Momoa in an Instagram picture, then suddenly Batgirl getting axed. So many things happening one after the other, right? It just makes me think it's either going to be a very clear slate from now on, or it's gonna be a mess, like a new mess,
A conspiracy.
a crisis on infinite messes.
I don't know.
Imagine, right? Everything just crumbles away, right? And at the end, like they just release a Mira movie.
They'll never do that. They'll never do that.
Johnny Depp plays Mera.
Yo, Mera versus Grindelwald. A crossover of two universes.
No. Pirates of the Caribbean and the.
Oh, that actually makes sense because mermaid and
Yeah. Jack Sparrow versus the Kraken. Kraken played by Amber Heard.
Remember that Homelander in that alley just getting angry in season 2 and ending, and someone
Yeah.
posted that how it's like to be DC fan.
It's very frustrating, man. We spoke about it in Comic Con, right? Like they didn't do anything. Like it's been 2017 is when Zach left,
I
and still we don't have a plan. 5 years, still we don't have a plan.
I posted that meme, right? Like Marvel fans sitting and enjoying, and like DC fans poking. Do something.
Oh,
I
man.
used that template for like the last film which really disappointed me was Jurassic World Dominion. Like I cried. I was like, no, this is not done. You can't do this. And I used that Homelander template, and it ends with accepting that your childhood is dead and the corpse has been bludgeoned for corporate profit.
Everyone on Twitter is scared for Blue Beetle now.
Dude, but I think Blue
Why?
Beetle is a
Why
little
though?
bit
No
more
one even
safe.
cared about Blue Beetle till today.
James Gunn
Hey,
says
come on.
Peacemaker season 2 is safe.
No, I feel like Blue Beetle would be safe because I don't think they have many like they don't have like Batman type characters. I think it's a more in-story movie, so I think it will still be safe.
Oh,
They are not
She-Hulk.
even.
She-Hulk is delayed by one day. It will come on Thursdays now. See, that's the difference. DC cancelling everything, and Marvel like we
When
just
you
delay on
told
one
me,
day.
when you told me She-Hulk got delayed, I'm like, did Discovery buy Disney also? Like,
James Gunn assures fans that Peacemaker season 2 is safe after Batgirl gets shelved.
next week, James Gunn is fired from DC.
Dude, he was almost fired, right? Like there was like that whole
He was
controversy
fired from
surrounding
this.
him and all.
So it's basically someone asked him, "Is Peacemaker season 2 safe?" And he said, "Yes, guys, calm down. DC needs Kevin
Dude, the
Feige."
last time it was like, last time the hype was there to be a DC fan was 2017.
You know what just needs to get the hype up? You know, Ben Affleck just posting on Twitter, "I'm Batman." Full stop.
Yeah, that's
Done.
enough. Dude,
That-
that was like. Dude, like I think Ben Affleck's like Jason Momoa's post with Ben Affleck has got more likes than Black Adam's trailer.
Oh man.
Dude.
Black Adam looks cool though.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool.
dog
Okay,
also
the
looks
directors have posted a thing.
I found one article saying Batgirl's life is shocked.
So they said that we are saddened and shocked by the news. We still can't believe it. As directors, it is
found that.
critical that our work be shown to audiences. And while the film was far from finished, we wish that fans all over the world would have had the opportunity to see and embrace the final film themselves. Maybe one day they will, inshallah. Our amazing cast and crew did a tremendous job and worked so hard to bring Batgirl to life. We are forever grateful to have been part of that team. It was a dream to work with such fantastic actors like Michael Keaton, J.K. Simmons, Brendan Fraser, Jacob Sisipio, Corey Johnson, Rebecca Front, and especially the great Leslie Grace, who portrayed Batgirl with so much passion, dedication, and humanity. In any case, as huge fans of Batman since we were little kids, it was a privilege and an honor to have been a part of the DCEU, even if it was for a brief moment. Batgirl for life.
The DCU. It wasn't the
Dude,
DCU.
let's start it, man. Let's start it. Release the Batgirl movie. Let's start a petition.
YouTube. Excuse
I mean, I think these guys deserve, man. Like, someone should start a petition at least. Like, we
Again,
should at
as I
least get
said,
one-
they'll not release it if it doesn't make sense to it. If they could, they would have. If they could have just cut out some plot and release it, they could have. But it.
Dude, they released the Snyder cut when
Do you
the
want Ben
villain
Affleck
was
back or do you
existed.
want Michael Keaton as Batman?
What?
You want a Ben Affleck back as Batman, or do you want Michael Keaton as Batman, a Batgirl
You know what
film?
I want? You know what I want? I want a Batman Beyond storyline with Michael Keaton.
Michael
He
Keaton.
said someone.
No, but no. By your logic, then the Batman movie should also get cancelled, right? Robert Pattinson's second part.
No, that's a separate world movie, right?
God is also a separate world, right?
Arey, but
They
this
just
movie
need to
will make
you
no
know,
sense of having a Jim
Batgirl's
Gordon from this
casting
universe
would-
and
Batgirl's casting would have made more sense in that movie.
Just start the movie by saying this is an Elseworld story, and just
I just got it why he said that. That the casting would make more sense there. Oh my god. Oh man, really The actress posted something on Twitter when this news came out, and people in the comments, "Yay! Thank God, you will never be
Oh God.
Batgirl. You suck." I'm
Oh
like,
Dude,
God.
dude, you see, have you seen the level of hate that Grant Gustin's wife gets?
yeah,
There's like
Really?
not one
Iris.
positive,
no,
not one
the go,
his real life wife.
yeah.
There's not
Okay.
on her Instagram post. There's not even one positive comment. It's like all
Why are they
negative.
hating on her?
I don't know actually like
She's
why the hate
Asian,
is
I guess
there.
that's why.
So like
Dude,
just
No,
because
what?
she
do they
married
want him
Flash
to
doesn't.
get? Do they want him to like marry Candace?
Yeah, the some part of that is that, dude. There are people who troll Candace because she's black, and
Hmm.
Grant Gustin has actually faced a lot of criticism that he doesn't speak up for her
They
because
do
it's his
realize that he's
fandom.
not actually Barry Allen, right? Like he's just an actor
Dude,
playing.
I can tell you 5 things right now that's happening in this world and should not be happening, and just ridiculous it's happening. Should I start?
I'm
Start
sure you can
actually.
stop at 5.
Actually.
Let's end the stream first.
One of the things is that we've said let's move on from the Flash topics 4 times already, and we're still on it.
We talk about bad girl.
We talked about bad girl.
And we came back to Flash.
But what do you think this means for the Flash movie, dude? Some people are suggesting that they'll like reshoot some ending bit and they'll make it that Ben Affleck is the Batman, which I think is because I think the
Oh
Flash
yeah,
movie
I
is
was gonna
too
talk
big
about that.
for
Yeah,
them.
now what will happen in the Flash movie?
So I think
The
the Flash movie is too
Flash
big
movie
for
is
them to
already
cancel.
the Flash movie is already like parallel universes and stuff. So like they can have Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton because
Yeah, people are saying they'll
there are
like
two
reshoot the
Ezra
ending.
Millers.
No, but the film, what I've heard is that it ends with
One wasn't enough.
Batfleck, like getting stuck in some world, and
Spider-Verse.
now the main timeline's Batman is Michael Keaton.
So they just reverse that, right?
The current president of DC Film Production is Walter Hamada. Warner Brothers Discovery will report their Q2 earnings and announce their future plans on
Ah,
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah.
So tomorrow we may do one more stream.
Imagine the Flash movie ends like this. Like Ben Affleck is gone and like Robert Pattinson comes out, but he's like wearing the future suit with the red Batman logo.
Eunice retweeted this. Green Lantern updates. No one is safe. Dude, it's just so sad that just a week or two back we were talking about the 670, 80 things Marvel announced.
Yeah.
And
But
now-
even
Now
then,
we're
we were
talking
saying
about
DC is
now we're
nothing.
talking about the 70, 80 things DC cancelled.
Flash का synopsis होगा. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Two Ezras are coming into town.
What?
Flash
What
movie
about
का
Ezra Miller?
synopsis. So I found the weirdest thing is he was taunting the authorities on his Instagram stories.
Yeah,
Using
yeah, yeah.
those- like, what?
Dude, the memes are amazing, man.
Shit. A-Train should have been played by Ezra Miller.
Okay, some quotes from the people. They're committed to making DC titles big theatrical event films, and Batgirl isn't that. The
Dude,
decision is
last
not
dude,
to release Batgirl
dude,
reflects a
dude,
leadership strategic shift as it relates to the DC universe and HBO Max. Leslie Grace is an incredible talented actor. This decision is not a reflection of her performance.
They could have made like an HBO Max
dude,
series, like
dude,
broke it down,
I feel
shot some
dude,
auditions.
I feel they're making the same mistake again. Last time also they tried to start off big and it flopped.
Yeah.
They tried starting off big with Batman versus Superman and then going on to Justice League and it flopped. They should
That is
start
true.
small and then grow.
That is a fair assessment. man.
Michael Keaton says he has never watched an entire Marvel or DC movie. I have other shit to do.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
He said that, right? I read that somewhere. Yeah.
A rival
anymore.
studio executive on Batgirl being cancelled. First of all, why rival? What is rival? Anyway,
Marvel.
worked in this town for 3 decades, and this is the most unprecedented shit right here.
Yeah, it's like very like it's like the Fantastic Four movie, that 1994 one, right? Which is now released on YouTube. The old one, which they just did it for the rights or something.
This is gonna happen again, huh?
But let's end up, guys. What do you think? Final thoughts? Like,
I think Zack Snyder should just do a stream where he says, release the Batgirl movie. Then people will go batshit.
Batshit.
Was that intended?
I don't know, man. Like, I see now we don't know the plot of Batgirl. We don't know anything about the movie, so like I don't think it was going to be bad because the directors are pretty talented. I think it would at least been a decent movie. So I hope they find a way to release it because I think the movie deserves it. The movie deserves to see the light of day. I hope they find a way to do that. Maybe once the Flash movie comes out and once they can maybe say like this is like a Elseworld story or something like that, they can maybe release it. I don't know.
You remember this event which happened? I think North Korean hackers hacked into Sony and
The
like,
interview, right? Yeah.
yeah. If
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could
yeah.
happen again, the
Release
entire
the
slate,
movie.
the entire slate has been revealed on
Dude, that
YouTube.
was insane. Like they actually had an Aunt May movie in production, like Aunt May versus Secret Spy movie, something like that.
Yeah.
They had like so many bizarre movies in production.
I feel like they
Oh.
thanked them for doing it. Like someone was saying, dude, Morbius was released twice in theaters.
Yeah, Morbius was released twice because due to fan petitions,
Fan demand. Still no one went and watched.
Amik Singh says they cannot legally release it on HBO Max due to some issue, and it will lose more money if they release it in theaters.
What?
Just
In general,
So they are putting legal obstacles in their own way. Because it's their movie, right? So why can't they put it on HBO Max?
Man,
Probably it's
I
a
wish
contract
things were so
sign.
easy. But this is a fun story. Dave Patel broke up a knife fight. You know Dave Patel, right?
Yeah, Slumdog.
yeah.
He broke up a knife fight between a man and a woman in South Australia earlier this week. He remained on site to ensure the police and ambulance arrived. The man was stabbed in the chest, but he's expected to survive. Someone retweeted and said, "This is anti-Ezra Miller has emerged."
Green Knight moment.
Dude, you are getting a freaking
What?
I am
what-
Groot
some-
animated
some-
show.
What the fuck?
Something is happening in Australia or what? Where a lot of couples are fighting. First Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Now this. Some toxin got released or what in Australia?
Oh, man.
Batman Begins चल रहा है वहाँ पे Scarecrow toxin release हो गया. Now they will have
What about Joker 2 being musical? Any thoughts?
I think it's interesting.
Dude,
No, it's funny that they keep saying that we want to only push big theatrical movies when their most successful movie was Joker in the last few years, which was not a big
that movie
event
just
film.
confused me, man. That movie just confused me. I don't know what timeline it took place in, what happened. I'm still not sure whether Joker is Bruce Wayne's brother.
I think it could be like the one who flew over Cuckoo's Nest बोल के वो film है ना वैसा अगर setting Arkham Asylum में कर रहे हैं and it's like set in the mindscape of the Joker with Harley coming in and slowly like for example Joker's perspective is a musical, Harley's perspective isn't a musical, and slowly the entire thing becomes a musical.
That's interesting.
That's interesting.
So it's basically called Joker Folie à Deux, which means madness for two. You know.
Okay.
So I think it might be interesting. You know, अगर पुराने Hollywood.
Lady Gaga is playing Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's rumored.
Dude, you know what
Didn't
Rohit
she
said?
post about it?
I remember watching a Batman fan film where Batman is actually a patient in an asylum, like a mental
Dude,
asylum.
that's a comic book
Comic book
storyline.
story, like, and everything he imagines, like all of the villains. So the villains are all
Yeah, he's
doctors in that
doctors.
place.
Yeah, he's doctors.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a very interesting thing.
Oh, which comic book is
You
this?
know,
I can't remember
was-
it, but like it was like it's a.
I won't-
Let me see if I
Yeah,
can find
man.
the fan film.
I just saw a fan art, and like it would be a cool idea. What if we get to see Batgirl in a Ben Affleck Batman movie, and then we get a Batgirl film with Ben Affleck as Batman?
It should have been that in the first place, but
But all right. I was just going to Twitter. Maybe some other news has come out, so we can just take it. But
Is no one going to talk about the fact that The Rock spoiled the post-credit scene for his movie before it released in most of the
I've not
countries?
watched. I've not watched Superbats. Don't say anything.
Yeah, that's what. It didn't even release in India, and The Rock has already spoiled the post-credit scene.
Because he's the Rock.
Like he didn't even wait 2 days, dude. On the second day only, he like just posted on Twitter. He's like, "Did you wait for this scene?"
You
He
know,
was just
I'll
making
just say
sure
one.
people are waiting.
Okay, Ray Fisher just posted 18 hours ago. Walter Hamada owes an apology to the participants of Justice League investigation.
They do.
What?
So,
Oh man. I was gonna say, either they have everything sorted out and they have a plan for DC Universe, or they have no clue and they have no idea what they are doing. Either of one thing. It cannot be middle. It cannot not in the middle. They are trying to figure out. No, it's either
It's
no,
either.
if you're canceling a movie, that means you have something in mind, right?
Mm.
Like you have a clear thing in mind that you're like this. is
like
the way.
2 days later, DC fandom. Just wait for it.
The real crisis level event is happening in one of
Dude,
them.
I feel DC fandom is just going to talk about their comic books now, and then they're like, buy this T-shirt, buy this chair, buy that.
No,
Nothing
and
else.
they're like the Flash series is coming to an end.
Just make all the films fucking animated. I don't care anymore.
Rohit,
Just
I've
make
sent the
it.
link. I've sent the link of the fan film in the group.
Okay. Is there a comic book also?
I think it's probably written in the description of that.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Batman Patience.
Did you all watch the new Green Lantern animated movie?
It came out. It came out.
Yeah, it's out.
Oh, okay. I need to watch it. How is it? It's good.
Dude, I feel right like this unit, the reboot, the soft reboot is making the new universe far more grittier and like more violent. Because like the way they're doing the blood and like they're just killing off main characters, man. Like it's nothing.
Is it like an Injustice thing? Like Injustice is really bad.
No. But like not that many main characters. But like in each of the movies they've killed off characters.
So it
like
was
that.
Man of Tomorrow, then that Flash movie, right, where he time traveled to Justice
and then the Batman Long Halloween also is part
Long
of
Halloween
it.
Part 1 and 2.
They spent $90 million on the film.
Yeah.
And I just read that
was the budget of
they
Deadpool.
would go for a tax write down. This was internally seen as the most financially sound way to recoup the cost compared to HBO Max or a theatrical release. So it doesn't sound like they have a different plan or something like that, though.
ऐसे फिल्म बना रहे जैसे लग रहा है सिगरेट का बॉक्स खरीद रहा है भाई सुट्टा खत्म हो गया जाके लेके आओ बैड गर्ल का फिल्म it is so I don't know, like I am just feeling very sad for the cast and crew.
Same.
Because 1 साल 2 साल मतलब राइटिंग में ही लग जाता है फिर रीराइट्स पे और 1 साल लग जाता है you know.
This is like that Wonder Woman movie where they like had the entire screenplay and then never did the movie.
I'm just worried for Superman Lois, man.
They won't. It's only renewed. Oh, they can cancel it, right? Because word means nothing.
Nothing is safe. And I think that's it. We'll wrap it up here, guys. Again, if you enjoyed, do like, subscribe, check out other videos, other reactions. We'll be back. We have been a little inactive on the channel. Not a lot of stuff coming out. But we'll be back. We'll try to come up with a lot of stuff.
Sandman in 4 days.
Guys, can I do a request?
Yeah.
Prey is coming out, which is the next Predator movie. Have you seen Predator?
I have not seen any of
No, I have not seen.
Just see the first Predator.
Oh my God,
Rohit felt so like dejected, like none of
Dude,
it.
I got clickbaited so badly today morning. They like someone put a picture of Arnold in his original role, and they're like, "Prey Arnold Schwarzenegger trailer," and I watched the full thing, waiting for him to show up.
And that's where we end the stream, guys. Thank you. Keep looking out.
Bye bye.